Hey guys, it's Paul from YogaDo. I want to introduce my blog real quick about harnessing the power of the mind. And a lot of people are aware that the power of the mind is so great, but a lot of people just don't know how to tap into it. Like, how do you do it? Like, how do you get into this frame of mind where everything and anything is possible? And we see other people doing it. We see people putting like needles through the cheeks and pulling it back out with no blood, putting it through their hand. You see people being able to do like outrageous stunts you just didn't think were humanly possible, but they're doing it. So, which means it's possible. So they're doing this through the mind. So there's different methods in harnessing this power, and meditation for me is definitely been one of them. But a lot of people do meditation and they struggle through it, thinking, well, it's hard to do meditation because I can't just sit there. My mind's too active. And that's true, because a lot of people in this part of the world, they have so much going on all at once. We're really into multitasking. So when it comes down to even sitting for 5 minutes, we're already thinking about what we want to do next. Or if we sit down, we just think about what we had just finished. So we're never in the present moment. And that's where the power comes from, the present moment. Next is, once you come into the present moment, you want to be able to silence the chatter of the mind. So once the mind just turns right off, you're actually shifting from mind dominance to heart dominance, right? Because the mind is where the ego resides, and that's where all your thoughts are formed, right? And they'll just keep cycling over. The more you start to think, the more they'll just keep going. So what you want to do, you want to turn it off and bring yourself down to heart consciousness, heart awareness. So this is done by silencing the mind, I mentioned, but that's not an easy task. I have a tool that you can use. One tool is known as the singing bowls, and this has been used in like the Buddhist traditions for like thousands of years, and they use it for different reasons, and meditation is definitely one. I like to use it for multiple reasons as well. I use it through sound therapy. So if you're going into a room, everything is made up of energy. So if you go into a room where there's a room of two people arguing, and you step into that room, you can feel that presence of that negative energy. When something is negative, that energy starts to stagnate. So you want to keep energy moving. So it's like running water never goes stale, right? So same thing with energy. So all you have to do, you have this, and you just ding it. So that sound just cleanses the area. And this also works for the chakras too. So if you start from the top to bottom, you can work your way down through that sound, and it cleans any energetic, spiritual, or even physical blockages. And these energetic and spiritual blockages will a lot of times manifest as physical ailments. So going back into meditation and harnessing the mind, what you want to do is follow the sound. So if you're just dinging it just like that, you want to listen through a keen ear and follow the sound into the nothingness. So like if, for example, if I were to tell you I'm going to tell you something very important, and I want you to listen up. So I went silent there. So as I went silent, your attention became so zeroed in into what I was about to say. So whatever thoughts you had going on, clogging your mind before that, were gone because you became so attentive to what I was about to say. And that's exactly what we're doing here. The sound therapy. So what we're doing is you're going to follow the sound into nothing. So as that sound goes into nothing, your mind and your consciousness comes from here to here. So as you do that, you start to develop more power, and you can start to enhance your psychic ability. You can either just bang it like that, or you can actually make it sing. They're known as singing bowls. So you can just make it sing. So just doing that over a period of time makes you go into a trance-like state. So each one has a different pitch. So this one is known as the root chakra. This is the heart chakra, it's a different pitch. And then this is known as the crown chakra. So what you see me doing is, in the morning, I'll start with the crown, and I'll work my way down. I'll repeat 3 times. Then I'll go to the heart, and I'll work my way down 3 times. I'll do that to this root chakra, and after the 3rd one, then I start to work my way up, but I allow it to sing. So this puts me into a trance-like state. So after I brought my mind into the nothingness, I go into a deeper trance-like state, and I start my meditation. So this is the prime time for you to start to visualize whatever it is you desire. So a lot of people are able to just doing that in a seated pose without using any methods at all. They just sit and they're able to breathe through it. Other people need to use their malas, and they'll use a mantra. But you can use this, bring you to the nothingness, start to visualize whatever it is you desire, start to think of yourself doing whatever you want, and allowing it to occur naturally and also occur in a most favorable output, right? So anyways, that's just a quick intro to my blog. If you want to read the full blog, it's at my website, www.paulnijar.com, and my last name is spelled Nijar. Also check out my book. My debut book is called Everything I Thought I Was and What I Came to Be. It's available on my author website, authorpaulnijar.com, or you can go to Amazon or Barnes & Noble. I'm everywhere. So yeah, check it out, and I'll see you later.